Nice! OBS Studio disconnected and reconnected. Amazing! Oh no! Thank you for reconnecting, OBS Studios. Ooh, is this the local cuisine? Goodness, but everything looks amazing! In the course of your journeys, you must have sampled all kinds of food, from simple fare to exotic feasts. I look forward to sampling everything too! That wasn't a lot. Okay, Lolono, independent jeweler, welcome, welcome. What is it that you're after? Something from the Calamity. Objects with a connection to the Calamity, you say? Why, I have just the thing, an amethyst ring from Ishgard, steeped in sentimental value. 5 years ago, on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, a young temple knight set out from his homeland, wishing to do his part for Eorzea when his nation would not. Alas, the man never arrived in the flats. En route, he came upon a merchant being attacked by a dragon, and lost his life going to the stranger's aid. This was his ring, an heirloom passed down through his line. What a tragic tale! But I wonder, how did the ring find its way back? If the knight fell, it seems the merchant couldn't have survived unscathed. I remember now. Though the knight was mortally wounded, he succeeded in striking down the dragon, and with his last breath, he entrusted the ring to the merchant. Yes, that's how it happened. So what do you say? If you're interested, I would be willing to part with the rug for a special price, but for today only. This feels a bit dubious. Yeah, just a little bit. Shall we look around some more? There's bound to be other things out there. Yeah, just a little bit. Trying to sell fake jewelry from a knight of Ishgard. Oh. Ah. Why do you do this, Reb Root? Lalafels. See a paladin Lalafell. Lalafell that has what appears to be a... I'm not exactly sure what this Lalafell is, but thaumaturges. Nice. Oh, that's Robon's adopted son. Okay. No idea who this one is though. And then there's the Thaumaturge Guildmasters, and then there's the Sultana. Yay! Gibbet here, such amazing detail. I know. Greetings and welcome to my exhibit. Please feel free to browse at your leisure, and don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions. We're looking for objects that bear connection to the Calamity. Do you have anything that fits the description? Wind up violet. Cool. As a matter of fact, I do! Yonder pane, entitled The Sultana 7, depicts an inspiring event from the Calamity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Oh, would you look at that? 'Twas the final days before the fall of Dalamud, its inexorable approach foretelling our impending doom. Panic spread like wildfire, while many in their desperation turned on the Sultanate. Looting and rioting broke out across Ul'dah. To quell the masses, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo took to the streets with a guard consisting of only 7 subjects, for they alone had the courage to stand with their Sultana. There she addressed the rabble. Heed me, my beloved citizens. The realm lies upon the brink of the 7th umbral era. Yet so long as we live, we must not forget our compassion. Now is not the time to take from your neighbor, but to proffer him the hand of succor. Yeah, that does sound something that she would say. Brought to their senses by her words, the people laid down their arms and set about healing the wounds they themselves had inflicted on Ul'dah. And those who returned from the battlefield found their home much as they had left it, a gleaming jewel in the desert. Her Majesty sounds like a great ruler. Ul'dah is fortunate to have her watching over it. Thanks for sharing the tale. It's indeed inspiring, and you've done an incredible job capturing it in glass. Oh, that's glass? So far, so good. Let's look around just a little more. Yeah. I didn't know that was glass. I thought that was a painting. you? Let's see, scripts. What say you? Discuss the House of Splendors. House of Splendors? What kind of place is this, I wonder? I see you're not familiar with the house. Oh, someone's talking that I can't see the script exchange. You. I see you're not familiar with the house. We offer wares in exchange for scripts, but our services are available only to those whom we know and trust. So if I want to be a customer, I need to make a name for myself. One day, Nyagi, one day. Whee! Nanabe, independent merchant. Greetings! From daily necessities to unusual curios, I deal in all manner of wares. If there's something in particular you seek, you need but ask. Oh, excuse me. Cutting the carrots, amateur. Objects to do with the calamity. The two of you are adventurers, are you not? In which case I have something that might be of interest. It's a journal I acquired from an adventurer who retired injured. The man recorded his experiences during the calamity in detail, and I dare say it has value for students of history. Oh ho! An adventurer's first-hand account! I'd love to pore over it. You keep a journal of your adventures as well, brother? If so, I'd love to read it too one day. With your permission, of course. Oh, for another historical piece, I also have a scrapbook of articles from The Raven, Gridania's leading tabloid. These mainly cover events outside the calamity, however. Articles from The Raven, you say? I dare say we've seen enough. Let's find a quiet spot to discuss what to bring back. You have seen enough objects to learn the stories behind them. Make your way to the end of the Sapphire Avenue exchange with Nagia and speak with him. Okay. Whee! Well, obviously, I think they want us to bring the journal. But that art piece is pretty cool, too. Okay, what do you think? Right, this looks like this looks as good a spot as any. Water bottle. Oh, my session restarted, son of a jackwagon. I don't know about you, but that was all very exciting and new for me. Talking to myriad people, learning the tale behind each object. It's been a great experience, and I won't soon forget it. Now then, we need to decide what we want to take to the minstrel. Have you made up your mind? The Shikari Knight's Ring, the Sultana's 7 Pain, the Retired Adventurer's Journal. Well, this is just the adventurer himself. This doesn't really have anything to do with the calamity and is probably a fake. I'm gonna say the Sultana's 7 Pain. I see, I did consider that too, but in the end settled on something else. What is it? If you don't mind, I'd like to keep it a surprise. Come, let's purchase our respective items and meet back where the minstrel awaits. He's going for the book. You obtained the Sultana's 7 Pain. Ah! Whee! I have a pain. Yo. Ah. Woo! Peloton! So fucking cool. Welcome back. You've each found an item, I trust. Why, yes, we did. Here, have a pane of glass. Well, now, what have we here? Ah, yes, the Sultana's 7. I know it well. It is an iconic tale of leadership amidst great adversity. It may be said that Her Majesty's actions that fateful day helped to forge Ulda as it is now. In that sense, it well suits the theme for my composition. Now then, what of you, young Nyagi? I got this book. Please let it be the book. I swear if you got the ring. And what might this be? It's a scrapbook of articles from The Raven. You see, my sister is a reporter for the tabloid. During the calamity, she traveled the realm, interviewing adventurers about their journeys, and I loved nothing more than to hear her tales. They seemed like such a diverse crowd, adventurers. No two people were alike, yet they were united in the free, unshackled lives they lived. It struck a chord with me, and in time I found myself admiring them. Looking back, it was my sister who instilled in me the desire to see the world, to become an adventurer. That's why I chose this scrapbook. Really now? I see. The footprints someone leaves on their journey become the starting point for another. Yes. A verse comes to me, a blessing for those souls who are taking their first cherry steps into the unknown. Pray, lend me your ears. Okay. What you got for us, Bard Man? Flashback! Hey, Heidelin, how you doing? Whoa. What? Huh? Why am I here? Huh. Oh, hey, Rothgars! How you doing, folks? Huh. Neat. Greetings, warrior of light. Yeah, how you doing? That's Yoshi P, right? This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps. Or perhaps not. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Nyoki Yoshida, and I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. First of all, I wish to thank you for continuing to grace us with your presence. You and your fellow adventurers are our inspiration, and this shall never change. The world, however, is an ever-changing place, mysterious in its elusiveness. Unexpected hardships may turn our lives upside down, and though we all desire peace deep in our hearts, the sparks of conflict never cease to be struck. Like an adventurous journey, the world is constantly moving towards the unknown, and it takes considerable courage to alter. You know, I'm not actually sure what Yoshi P's actual name is. Hang on. FFXIV. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that is Yoshi P. Got it. Okay, fantastic. Okay. I had a feeling, but I wasn't 100% sure. Because every time, because no one really actually, well, at least I haven't heard anyone actually connect the two, right? Everyone just calls him Yoshi P. I've never actually heard his real name before. Like an adventurer's journey, the world is constantly moving towards the unknown. It takes considerable courage to alter course. Yet I ardently believe that it is a small but significant step in our quest to create new adventures. Indeed, another great change is about to visit the world, and it shall open the way to exciting new journeys. Yo, are we gonna get a new expansion soon? And 'tis our abiding hope that our journey together shall ever continue on to the distant horizon and beyond. Wow, amazing! Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Return to walking your path, and know that you are in our hearts always. Till next we meet, I bid you safe travels. Yeah, so it is the anniversary. Okay. Whoa! Migraine. I hate migraines. Migraines suck. Water bottle. Thank you for your generous reward and the uplifting verse. It gives me courage for the road ahead. Why, yes, of course. What verse? Sorry, I was tripping balls. Speaking of which, it's time I set on my own. Though it was brief, I enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you again. Somewhere out there. Come what may, never forget to smile. Pass my regards to your sister. I look forward to hearing your tales. Come what may, never forget to smile. Why, yes, of course. Goodbye. See you later. Though much and more was lost in the calamity, intrepid souls continue to set forth, paving the way unto the future. Excuse me, in such a moment in history do we stand, and for you I would perform another song. Excuse me. Your life is a riddle to bear gladness and grief, neath stars and through storms the answers to seek. Your footprints are threads to be gathered and woven, a song of dawn resplendent, dancing into the heavens. From the embrace of the gods, though mankind has been torn, upon the winds eternal lives and memories are born. The future is unwritten, bring it rapture or sorrow. Our journey shall continue unto tomorrow and tomorrow. Nice. Very cool, Bard Man. Huh? What? Oh, hey, fireworks. Wow. Amazing. I wonder, how did you feel as you watched Miyagi set off? Did the sight fill you with worry for a fledgling adventurer? Or did it awaken fond memories of your own humble beginnings? Whichever it may be, I know that yours is a journey more trying than most. There will be times when you are overcome by loneliness, and each step feels heavier than the last. In such a moment, I bid you remember this. So long as you harbor love for this world, ever shall there be a place for you in it. Your adventures will never end. Until you fucking die. Yeah, but that's not gonna be for a while, hopefully, maybe. And even if I do die, I'll just resurrect at Gridania, because, you know, that's my home point. Wow! Wow! Cool. Final Fantasy XIV Online. Newfound Journey. Clockwork Solace. Quest complete! Yay! You have unlocked the Jigsaw puzzle minigame. To play minigames, open the toy chest found in the inn room. I love jigsaws. The whole 9 yalms. Princely Hatchling, a thoroughbred descendant from the legendary villain Tiff, the noble part of Ishgard, seeks a rider who will not sully his family's name. Oh, whips. Designed in the likeness of Solus Zos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, this automaton was created in the royal workshops to commemorate the 9th anniversary of his ascension. Several units were dispatched to the province as a show of the nation's technological prowess. This is so cool. Okay. Now to actually get to the part of the stream where we are supposed to do the thing that we were supposed to do. Which is go to the gold saucer and camel. I haven't played in so long. There's so much stuff that I forgot that's fun in this game. Oh my goodness. And I start playing while the anniversary's going. Oh! Well, I start playing again as the anniversary's going. This is great. This is fantastic. I love this. Ooh, there's a thingy. Cliffhanger. Mini cackpot. All right, sir. Let's see, 7. Is this a 1? That's a 9. Is this an 8? That's a 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 isn't possible. But this should get me this much. Never mind, I'm awful at math. Again, good sir. 4. Is there 1? No, that's a 7. What about this? That's a 2. That's a 6. This is the only one that can be 1, 2, 3. Almost. Okay, one more. 8. Okay. 5. No. 3. This is the only one. Dang it. Curses. Foiled again. I don't think I've ever done cliffhanger. In all my days of playing this, I don't think... wait, no, yeah, I have. It's just that this one never spawns. Disturbed Dowager. Look! A poor, defenseless chocobo hatchling has wandered her way up to the cliffs of Mount Coral and is now trapped at the top. I would say for myself I would, but I am no alpinist and, as a Lalafell, have a severe aversion to heights. That and there appears to be a gang of unruly goblins tossing grenados at any would-be rescuer. If there's not you can do, wealthy patro... kind adventurer... Yeah, sure, I'll rescue the chocobo chick. Let's go! Peloton! Speed! Oh, Peloton didn't even trigger. Oh, Crash and boom, the bangy doom, tasty bird, we eat you so. Meaning, they want to eat the chocobo chick. Woo, 3,000, very nice. Alrighty, and now we go to the cackpot board. Alright, Jumbo Cackpot Broker. Purchase a Jumbo Cackpot ticket. We do 4, 2, 6, 8. Buy another one. 1, 3, 9, 7. And finally, 50, 44. Yeah! Nice. Alrighty, now everything in here is done. So time, actually, you know, I'll just spend the gil. I'll just spend the gil. Who knows when I need return 900 seconds. That's what, 15 minutes? Ugh. To Gridania, please. Yes, here's 120 gil. Stretch. Where in the 7 hells is that woman? Gone, reduced to atoms, good sir. Alrighty, now, actually... everything is at 50! That means all of this stuff needs to go to the Serpent's Nest. Everything that isn't blue needs to go. Ugh. Finally. Oh my goodness. No, not you, you. Okay, maybe you. Provisioning. Expert delivery. Everything that isn't blue has to go. How many serpent seals do I have? Not enough. Disciple War. You know what? I am gonna have to level up Dark Knight. And Machinist. And Astro. So... screw it. I'll get gear for them when I actually do it, because who knows how long it's gonna be before that happens. I certainly don't. Get all of this out of here. Oh, it's so nice having a somewhat empty inventory again. Oh my goodness. And look at my serpent seals go! Grow! Not a lot of stuff I can really comment on here, though. It's just green. So much green. I have to go all the way up to the artisan's patterns. Oh my good. We're almost there. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is mind-numbing. Yes, I really wanted to... Wait a minute. I don't want to get rid of these. I crafted these for a reason. Oh, registered to a gear set. Really? Which one? Not this one. Not this one. Right? Yeah, not this one. This one. Bam! There we go. How about you? How about you? How about you? You? How about you? You? You. Okay. We're good. We're good, right? I have these for a reason. I don't need this. Mercenary slops. Mercenary slops. Fisher's gloves. I don't need these. I don't need that. Or this. Okay, everything's good. Right? Aetherite, militia wristlets. Electrum choker. I believe this is what they were, I was trying to get rid of. Militia bracelets. Yeah, the militia stuff. Okay, now I'm good to go. Scholar. I don't remember how to play this at all. Oh no! No! No, my healer privileges! My healing privileges have been revoked! Oh no! Ah! Well, let's see. This is single target. Art of War. If I drop to below 80 mana, I do Lucid. This is for when I really need to get a spell off. Swift Cast is solely for Resurrection. Gradually restores HP for all nearby party members. Art of War. Esuna. Oh my goodness. I have screwed up royally. Aether Flow, Energy Drain, Lustrate, Sacred Soil. Increases healing magic potency of all nearby party members by 10% while reducing magic damage taken by all nearby party. You know what? I probably should have taken the returning thing. No. Fuck. You know what? That's my own damn fault. Isn't it? Isn't it really? Oh my goodness. Well, at least it's not White Mage. I don't like White Mage. This shit boring. I can't wait. But I love this too. I love just seeing the huge giant shields, but at the same time cards. I love the cards from Astro so much. All right, Alfina, what you got? Why, thanks for coming, brother. When you're ready, speak with the conjurer yonder. She will show us to the Lotus Stand. Okay. Seems simple enough. The Alliance leader awaits you at the Lotus Stand. Will you be joining them now? Why, yes, I will. As a scholar. Ooh. How you doing?
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
Nice voice acting. Water bottle.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Ooh, I wonder who he is.
Who?
Yeah, who is it?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
Okay.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Oh, someone doesn't like him.
The Garlean Empire had died with him.
Who walks that slowly?
'Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Helmet.
Indeed.
Well, I guess it's a
Yet
crown.
claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Oh, so the grandson did. Okay. Cool. Now what? What does this entail for Eorzea?
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Okay.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions.
That's troublesome.
But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their emperor gives the word.
Yeah, that's typically what happens.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Oh, nice.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all.
Are you telling me Gaius just had to wait for like
I
5
propose
months?
that we set aside the Cartno dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald.
Okay. Makes sense.
I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Well, I
Hey,
suppose
Elfie,
we
no.
should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it.
You put way too much faith in them, Alfino.
If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming.
Oh yeah, because we have a spy. You know, the Ivy.
So long as the Ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Yeah. That's usually how that works. Oh well. It is what it is. But we'll figure it out. We're almost there, Alfino. Remember? We almost got the Ivy. We're so close. And then what do we have to do? We have to deal with a dragon trying to kill Ishgard. We have to deal with Shiva. And then we have to deal with some Asian tomfoolery. Alfino! It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust amongst the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little unless to the common folk. Take the Lomensians, for instance. Though Admiral Mealwib outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. And likewise, the Grodanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Uldans scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Uldan society, Teleji Adeleji, for example, but that is besides the point. The fact is that people are wary of outsiders, whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Cartano is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to replicate them, we present them something resembling warfare, and therefore curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter. The Ivy. Yay, we're finally at the point where we're supposed to be at the stream. Only took us about an hour. Since we spoke at the observatorium, Captain Ilberd has further shortened his list of suspects. And by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end, brother. All that remains is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilberd near the Ader's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Kurthis, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. Okay, thanks a lot, Alfino. Whee! Serpent's Nest, here I go. New Gridania. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm in old Gridania right now, ain't I? Whoops. Alrighty, Serpent's Nest, over here. A bunch of extreme stuff that I can't deal with. You little bird. My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. Oh, wait, no, that's right, you're Ilberd. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Yeah. Alrighty, what do I want? Haddock dip, what? A thickly salted dip made from a puree of haddock, raw egg, and mashed potatoes, a favorite of Rogadan tribes hailing from the North Seas. Let's see, Noct Lorica, suit of Astra Male, Gloam Talbot, I'll take the money. Chasing Ivy, triple cream coffee, piety, vitality, determination, freshly roasted ground coffee beans, percolated to perfection and mixed with an equal amount of thick dairy cream. Ooh, triple cream coffee. Can I make that? Ilberd is convinced that he has discovered the Ivy's identity and is preparing to move against the Garlean spy. Alright, Ilberd. Alright, Ilberd. Let's see what you got for us. Listen well, the spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Ilian Royal, Raban's second in command. Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Asgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, bearing the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Raban chose people based on their worth, once the Hild was of no interest. The monitors saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. Water bottle, my goodness. The voice I've chosen for you is destroying my vocal cords. Oh my goodness. And it was no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Asgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. Yet the monitors did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Royal was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the monitors? Maybe. Who knows? Oh, we're gone. She can totally see my hat from there. Just saying. But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest is 'Twas Israel's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the immortal flames in the absence of the Flame General. Raban attended the Council of Alliance Leaders. She should have remained in the Hall of Flames. But she didn't. Aha! The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless, on some pretense. She's up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames' records for evidence of Rao's guilt, but if we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks. Every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Cheyenne? Well, yeah, because this is a story beat, and I have absolutely no choice but to help you, you son of a bitch. You have my shanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry. Yeah. Fucking asshat. Quest accepted. Chasing Ivy. Speak with Eelbird. Alright, Eelbird, what do you got for me? Motherfucking Eelbird. Oh, damn it. Oops. Well, missed that. Something happened. Whee! No, I just kind of want to do damage, so I'm just going to be a bard for this. Oh, Royale has entered the Caroline canopy. Meeting someone presents. Or could it be she means to board an airship? Pray look for her within. If she's not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine stationed there, and she may have seen something. FME is her name, and I shall remain here in case Royale reappears. Okay? Well, don't see her. Looks like we're going down. Whoa, Peloton! Wee, FME, how you doing? Brother Creed, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? Ahem. A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Sprint! Speed! Alright, Eelbird, she wasn't up there. Or down there, I should say. Water bottle. Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you are sure she did not board an airship? Humph. She did not come back out either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The roast. How could I forget? Hey, how you doing? Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Moon Tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait. Now, Nicholas, you are a shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of Rest Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Fucking ninjas! Oh my goodness, thank the 12 for the Domans! Oh, thank the 12 for the Domans! Were it not for their unique talents, Rayo would have disappeared without a trace. Oh yeah, that reminds me, if I complete this quest as a shinobi, I want to say Yuguri has a unique dialogue. Because she knows, oh hey, you're using shinobi tactics. I'm a shinobi too. Would you look at that? That's cool. So it looks like it's ninja time. But yeah, what was that? Crafting log. culinary. Items. Item level 110. Well, it's not here. No. Fish Guardian tea, triple cream coffee. 125. 125. Well, okay, so it has to be at least in here. Maybe I just can't make it yet? Man, I wanted to make the coffee. I love the smell of coffee, especially coffee ground. Oh my goodness, Dunkin' Donuts ground coffee smells amazing. Earbird is eager to resume the pursuit of Eileen Riol. Our hunt has led us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Riol's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Bloom Pier. Okay. See you later, Earbird. Oh, fucking Earbird. Aetherite. Alright, Lancers Guild away! Speed. I don't have Peloton, but by default I move slightly faster than everyone else. Ferry Skipper! Yes, to Sweet Bloom Pier, please. Yes, thank you for always being free. Oh my goodness, if this cost money, I don't want to think how much gil I would have spent on this boat if it costed money. Earbird, what do you want? This way, my friends. Oh, hey, Yugiri, how you doing? Do you notice that I'm a ninja? Your quarry makes for the Hawthorn Hut. If Rael is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with our Garlean masters there. An explanation is in order. You're no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. Well, our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt these communications, and we have installed them around the city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Rael will thus have no chance but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet, as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanalan without being recognized. It will only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. It is for this reason, I believe, that she has chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. The Elysian are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have set agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorne's Hut and catch Rael in the act. Yeah, seems simple enough. Go in, catch the double agent being a double agent, get out. Alright, Bird, let's go. Woo! Whee! Just for a refresher. Yes, okay. Bird! How you doing, buddy? Oh my goodness, it's been so long. Let's go! Whee! Oh, what? Whee! Ah! Okay, Yugiri, what do we got? My people report that a quarry has departed for the Bramble Patch. The ivy returns to the gnarls whence she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convince someone of her standing will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with her guardian masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. Goodbye, Ugary. Goodbye, Ilbert. Whee! Out of Hooton. Big sad. Yo, Ugary, how's it going? Just as beyond, Raoul is in a conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer, an imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it, with me! Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Whee! Quick! Slaughter the spy! Well, the Guardians keep the spy alive, though. Flee, mortal alien Raoul! You are under arrest for treason and espionage! You were followed, you bloody fool! Whee! Ah, no you don't. Damnation! What? Ninjas! What more ninjas? Look at all the ninjas! Nice! Ninjas! Humph! You are unarmed, my lady! Tips fedora and scarcely garb for battle. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Troves Wood? When last I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then? Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now come quietly. I shall make you wish you had. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Goodbye. Escorted by ninjas and Earbird. Hey, more ninjas. Look at all the ninjas. There's nothing but ninjas here. In flagrant delicto. Hey, Ugary, how you doing? Even a warrior of Raoul's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Ul'dah will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, brother? I don't know! Probably deal with, so the science seek away into Iceheart said, yeah, do that. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray, do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, you have been training in the art of the shinobi, have you not? Why, yes, thank you for noticing. The change in your bearing is quite evident, to me at least. I look forward to seeing you in action. Till next time, my friend. Yeah, I'm a ninja. Oh, that's cool. I love it on how if you get so far in a class, people take note. Mordona, Rising Stones, Revenant's Toll. Am I actually just going to fight Iceheart Am I gonna fight Shiva and deal with the Ivy, like, back to back? Nice. Enter the Rising Stones. Alrighty then. Hey, do you guys have any more? Tatro has grown beyond childish fantasies of becoming a songstress. Now she aspires to be a legendary street performer. She cannot seriously be considering it. Life as a street performer should be one's last resort, not their first. Hey Tartaru, how you doing? Steady? Steady? Not bad, eh? With a little more practice, I could earn a fortune at the Ruby Road Exchange. Thangrid? Yes, but Higiri, you're missing the point. The individual doesn't matter. It was a team effort, and I was the one who... Well, what happened? Thangrid's tales of Lady Yugiri almost beggar belief. My heart is fair fit to burst from admiration. Ha ha ha, a rousing tale of a comrade's valor. Truly, we are fortunate to count Lady Yukari as a friend. He's trying to brag and it's blowing up in his face. Nita! I could do this all day! All day! Ooh! Ha! Erg! I cannot go on much longer. Strength, Hori! Oh, dang it! On your honor as a scion, I forbid you to surrender! I must admit, this exercise of yours never fails to amuse me. While its movements appear comical, it does seem to be having the desired effect. It's a battle of wills, a struggle for supremacy. Our fighting styles may differ, but this unyielding spirit is the same in warriors the world over. Oh my goodness, this is great. Okay, entrance to the Solar. Minfilia! What have you on Ice Heart? Hopefully something, Minfilia. Welcome back, brother. I understand that Alfino had a task for you. May I ask you what it was? Oh yeah, it was all of this. Charges of treason and espionage against Elaine Royale? I can scarce believe it. Excuse me! Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Dang it, I got the hiccups. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities. Damn it, to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into Ice Heart's sanctum. Oh, nice. A simple plan. Bacon broth! Minfilia has never been one to hesitate when it comes to asking others for aid. As you may recall, Iceheart uses the aetherite in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystal she stole from the House 4 Tom caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint. But if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall! But first, we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Aethernet and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the aetherite to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second aetherite upon arrival. A reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. Oh, excuse me, damn hiccups. After discussing the matter at length with Urion J, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution. which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise, a colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlene. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Oh, the lady that's gonna die in like 5 minutes. Since you are here, perhaps we could welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. Okay, sure. You have no idea how tempted I am just to not end the stream so I can prove she dies in like 5 minutes. Because she helps us with this. We then do some other things, like I want to say the Ivy escapes, and then she immediately dies. Oh, no, I have to deal with Ishgard first, right? So it's Shiva. I think we then deal with the Ivy. We help Ishgard. We then do some other stuff in Camp Blue Fog with the Asians, and then she immediately dies. Blah 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 blah. Oh, really? Blah, blah, blah. Yo, Chocobo carriage. Hello. How are you? I am fine. There's a cat. And a Rogaden.
Minfilia, am I right?
Correct.
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar and an authority on aetherite technology.
She's also gonna die in like 15 minutes.
She's played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Asian souls.
Oh, that's cool. Too bad she's gonna die while trying to do it. I could not care less about this character. Even the first time I played this game, I knew she was gonna die in like 15 minutes. That's without spoil. That's with going in blind. I was just like, nah. There's no way you're gonna have a major role. Let us return to the Rising Stars at once then. We have much to discuss. Yes, we do. Let's go, bird. Got places to go and be. Also, I'm gonna be a bard again. Gotta get that Peloton value. All right, let's get out of here. Hey Tartaru, hey Stolapoplimo, Thancred, everyone. Enter the Solar? Well, yes, I would very much like to enter the Solar. Thank you very much. It's where the main quest is. I need to go into the Solar to complete the main quest. Why there has to be a loading screen when the map is literally connected? I don't know. Why does this have to be here? Minfilia, what do you got for me?
Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Yeah, too bad she's gonna die in like 15 minutes.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
All right.
Everyone, if I could have your attention.
What do you got for us, Minfilia? What is it?
We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Charlian to assist us.
Neat.
I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of aetherites.
Okay.
Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite. a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Ooh, what does this stuff do? It looks...
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
It looks like tofu.
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits, and nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me.
He just wants to be alone with his books.
I
Leave the poor man
You
alone.
were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Silence!
Go on. Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
Okay.
You still haven't found it then? You're missing aetherite.
No, we don't know how to find it.
We have not. No.
That's why you're here.
We know that Iceheart teleported to an aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second aetherite to impede our pursuit.
Okay.
Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
And summon a primal that I have to fight. Yay!
I'm sorry, but if the aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the aetherite.
Yeah, that was me. I totally saw it. I was in a dungeon. There was a wolf.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
Yeah, tell us how, lady who's gonna die in 15 minutes.
We use the current to recreate the beacon.
How does that work?
As you know, aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate.
Nice!
However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination.
Okay.
Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Okay.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
Yeah, we need a lot.
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
Yeah, how are you supposed to direct magic?
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process.
Oh, fantastic.
They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white aurosite cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand.
Okay.
Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Oh, thanks. Fantastic. That's reassuring.
The lives of our best and brightest. We have not the time to seek other options.
Oh, great.
If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
Can't we just wait for Shiva to be summoned, and then we can just use the ether that the primal gives off as a way to find out where she is? Can't we just do that? That's what we've been doing
That's the spirit.
for everything else. Oh my goodness. But you know, gotta just make it a suicide mission, I guess. Woo, bacon broth. Quest complete. Nice. Alrighty then, Minfilia. The instruments of our deliverance, a plan has been devised, and Minfilia would have it carried out without further delay. I have already informed Alphino of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbreeder described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, brother, and that I have faith you will return to us, as you always have. Oh, joy. Kurthus. I don't know which is quicker, just making a beeline from over here, or I'm just gonna teleport. I was thinking about it, and then I was like, you know what, that's just too much calculations. I'm just gonna use the Aetherite. Why not just use the Aetherite? Right? Just use a forehead. Yeah, it's 220 gil, but this isn't my gil to spend. It's gil that I got from the quest. Alright, bird, go! Fly me to my destination. I really need to get that blue fox hide so I can get you winter gear. My poor bird. Oh my goodness. Water bottle. Are there any snowy areas besides Kurthus? I don't think there is. Which is a shame, because this is like my favorite biome to explore in video games. I love snowy areas. Alrighty, we're here, Alphino. Good to see you, brother. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Earbird sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Elin Royale and Ulda even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, ahem. The others are waiting for us at the Aetherite. After you, Scion. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Let's see how this plays out. Hopefully I don't just die in the ethereal currents. Alrighty. Mmm, delicious ether. Shiny! There! It's ready! Then use it! Whoa! I sense the other Aetherite even though it's not there anymore. Because magic. Technically ether. But magic. Ha! It worked! I think. Try tuning to the Aether right now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. Okay. Well, let's give this a go. Whee! Okay. We have done all we can, brother. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, excuse me, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Okay, yeah, seems easy enough. Well, it looks like I'm fighting Shiva now. Alrighty then. Well, I'm gonna be a scholar. Even though I have no idea what I'm doing, I still want that healer privilege. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual. And if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Moonbreeder's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he had a message for you for Sir Amaric. Okay. Stalwart Temple Knight. Sir Amaric regrets that he could not be here in person and asks that I read to you this letter. Ahem. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, and in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Brother Creed, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Halone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Ak Afa Amphitheater, now accessible. Okay, well, wish me luck. The game. I love being a healer. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. First time here. Alrighty, let's see what you do, Iceheart.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith.
I mean, you're not explaining it.
If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down.
Yeah, seems simple enough. Target Shiva, press buttons, win.
We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more.
But you're right, Frozen does look different.
Still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
This is the director's cut? Yeah, just a little bit. Whoa! Alright, I gave everyone a shield because I'm the shield healer. Bam! Sucker! Place the fairy. Ow! Shield! Woo! Alrighty. Lucid. Rise to join the chorus, my brothers. Oh yeah, that's right, these dudes. Eh. Art of war! Art of war! Oh, someone decent. Glacial Bash. Pop Lucid. Sucker! Bam! Bam! We're good. We're good, guys. We're taking the least, well, almost the least amount. Fey Illumination's off cooldown, but we're taking the least amount of damage from this. We're good. Ouch. Yeah, see, look at that. Nothing. Alrighty, almost done. Woo. Oh, my dot fell off. Dang it. Okay, throw a shield. GG's, everyone. Nice. Whoa, we won. Not gonna lie, not bad at... I didn't do too bad. Have fun with the main story quest. Thanks, dude. Player comm. No one. Nice. See you later, nerds. Heal. Come here, Celine. Goodbye. Hey, look at that. Look at all this. Nice. All the accommodations. Fantastic. Okay, so I killed you, you fell, and now what? Now what are we doing? You are slowly walking over here for some reason. Aw, big sad.
Fool. Blind, bloody fool.
Well, why don't you, instead of just calling me a fool, why don't you explain yourself? Instead of just talking in riddles.
You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence.
I mean, if your answer is to kill an entire city-state, nah, that's a bit too big.
Mine is the righteous cause.
Why don't you explain yourself then, instead of just talking in cryptic double speak?
You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers.
Okay.
And they are no less ignorant than you. Following the creed of
Hey.
their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why.
Is me.
Trapped in a delusion of their own creation and blind to the truth.
Uh-huh. Can you tell me what the truth is then?
Warrior of light, Redemption is not beyond us.
So cryptic. Why?
We who walk before may lead those who walk after.
You're doing like the opposite. Like you're trying to convince me, but you're speaking in a way that is having the complete opposite effect. I'm just growing more suspicious of you.
Seek the keeper of the lake.
Oh yeah, Midgard Somer.
With eyes unclouded.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I have to deal with Midgard Somer.
Do not squander Mother's gift.
Who's Mother? You talking about the crystal? Oh, goodbye. Yeah, she's talking about the crystal. Okay. Well, now what? Whoa! Where'd she go? Water bottle. Oh yeah, this rather effect is called iridescence, by the way. Or iridescent.
And
hey!
so the vessel withdraws. A predictable outcome.
Ah, why yes, good sir. Yes.
Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased.
Okay.
How unfortunate.
Aw, big sad. But yeah, is it literally... Do I actually just do the Midgard Somer fight, then Moonbrita dies? Is she actually going to die in like 15 minutes? By the 12, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? You do not convince me, Moonbrita. I started what? And you're certain about that, are you? Iranians are skilled with glamours, after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? That trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No. Fair enough, I was only asking. Complete. The road less traveled. Moonbrita remains unconvinced that you have not sustained a head injury. If you ask me, there's not to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the Rising Stones, eh? I get everyone to meet us there. Ah, but before that, you had best pay a visit to White Brim Front and speak with Alfino. He's probably worried sick about you. That or he's busy playing at politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No. Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. Bye, Moonbrita. See you at your funeral in like 15 minutes. Alrighty, Alfino, my boy, my lad, my guy, what do you have for us this time? That's the gate of the worthy. How you doing, Alfino? I figured out about the roof shortcut. I figured out about the roof shortcut a while ago. There he is, and none the worse for wear. Was there any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I think I speak for us all when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory. You would be so kind. Yeah, sure, this happened. It was crazy. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have Brother to thank. Yes, you are right, of course, Sir Emmerich. We should be content with that we should be content with what we have accomplished. Yeah. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillamont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that I have no doubt. Take it, these are the selfsame supplies the heretics stole from the House for Tom caravan. Less the crystals, which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. On an unrelated note, brother, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? Yeah, sure, why not? It is not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Isot. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Harshafan. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. Goodbye. Camp Dragonhead, let's go talk to Lord Harshafan of House Fort Tom. Yeah, it's called a house, that's right. Harshafan, how you doing? What were you thinking, brother? Wagering your very being on dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway. And then, engaging the abomination in mortal combat? By the fury, brother, 'tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. Sigh. But here you are now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Aymeric wished to have words with you and Master Alfino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. Okay. Seems about right. Go, bird, go! House for Tom Guard. Gatekeep greetings, sir. I shall show you in at once. Thank you, House for Tom Guard. Water bottle. Ooh, voice acting.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks.
Hey, voice acting.
Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
So you're gonna join the Eorzean Alliance?
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Natalan.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense.
Yeah, makes sense.
All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now.
Neat.
And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll.
Fantastic.
The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
Oh, nice.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
Okay.
We should be grateful
Money.
for any aid you can provide.
Like money.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
Why do we have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements?
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard-Zoma could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
Okay.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Correct.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights?
Nope.
One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am. Now, why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget. One born of necessity.
Yeah, we get resources, they get a bodyguard. It's great.
The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service.
I killed your sister.
Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies.
Yeah.
Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences.
Yeah, unlike your sister who was helping Gaius. That's cool.
Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Yeah, see, she knows. She knows.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you.
Cool.
Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind?
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem.
Oh, what'd you give us?
The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
What is it?
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Oh, evidence against the ivy. Okay.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Whee! Complete. 758 gil in the bank account. Nice. Alphino, eyes unclouded for one with reason to celebrate. Alphino looks rather grim. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent and necessitates a complete reprisal of the primal threat and of our approach to combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. Excuse me. The Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine, then, if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but her civilized peoples as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. I speak unadvisedly. Come, brother. It is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. Okay. Mordona! Away to the Rising Stones! Away! Alrighty, so we figured out who the Ivy was. We defeated Shiva. What am I gonna do tomorrow? I guess deal with what's his face? Midgard Somer? That's the only other thing I can really think of. Watch the entire movie that is... Oh, hey, new dialogue, Papalymo! I do not fault Sir Emmerich for being less than forthcoming with his beliefs. Not even the Highborn are beyond the reach of the Inquisition. True, young leaders can be more amenable to new ideas. Then again, their lack of experience and influence can hinder their ability to enact reforms. Nataru, how you doing? There's little fortune and far less fame in being a receptionist. But one must be realistic. Also, it would seem that I was grossly misinformed regarding the average earnings of a street performer. Layman? Ah, forgive me, brother. I thought I had prepared enough meals for everyone, but the others were most hungry. Dang it, no food for me. Our stocks of wine have nearly run dry. That Charlatan scholar is drinking us out of house and home. Damn it, Moonbrita. Ori Boulder? Calm yourself, Cotino. It's just a little ship of after practice. Clears out me cobwebs no end. A sip before practice, a sip after practice, and all too often, and all too often a sip during practice. I do believe Moonbrita is having quite the bad influence on you. Trying to tumble the table now, are we? Don't give up yet, boy. Ida, line 'em up. Hey, I just gotta say you're a pretty, you're all right. What you two do is your own business. Don't say I didn't warn you. Alright, Minfilia. What do you got for me, besides a completed quest? When's Midgard Somer gonna take away my candy collection?
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole.
Oh, thanks, Minfilia. It's great.
Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
Oh, well, I almost got one-shotted. That was fun.
Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
What was that? Like 149 health or something like that? Okay, so this happened in Kurthis. What do you guys think?
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Yes, that's what I said.
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
Nope. Maybe? I don't know.
As certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
Yeah, Gaius did that with 3 primals, and it was easy peasy like. I don't know what you guys are going on about.
Can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not, but full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
The Ascians!
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Oh, pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you.
Yeah.
Hear, feel, think.
Yeah, the big crystal lady does that as well.
Hydaelyn speaks to her as well.
Yeah, she has the echo.
If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth.
Correct.
Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Probably, but all she does is speak in riddles.
Did Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
And by eyes unclouded, she means the dragon's gonna steal my candy collection.
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded.
Well, I mean, dragons in this world are actually just aliens from another planet, so...
It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so.
I don't think death works the same way as it does for dragons as it does us.
Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard-Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
With a very straight line. Probably. Alrighty, the reason Raoul and Filia would discuss how best to proceed in light of recent developments. I mean, to scour the annals for knowledge of Midgard-Zormr. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few. Do you hear that? The commotion outside. Would you see if aught is amiss? Yeah, sure, Minfilia. Let's see what's going on. Whee! Whoa! Alright. Elfino, what's going on? Whee! Brother! 'Tis well that you're on hand. We have a problem. Raoul has escaped. It happened happened shortly after the Immortal Flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. It is plain she received inside help. Citizens report seeing Riel quitting the city via the Gate of Nald with a bloodied spear in her hand. She makes for Castra Meridianum, I am certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to her imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilberd and the First are hard upon Riel's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Blue Fog and join the hunt. Okay, time to be a bard again. Because I don't do any damage as a scholar. Thanalan. Whips, I said Thanalan. Camp Blue Fog, away. See you nerds later! You bird, what do you got for me? My thanks for coming, Zion. I have spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Riel walked through the camp not a while ago. She walked right through. You did not mishear. We have Rawan's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her. And so here we are. Rayo must not be allowed to reach Castrum Meridianum. Okay. Chocobo! Let's go, bird. Oh, damn. Okay. You know what? It's in the same area. I'll just fly there. Ooh, pipelines. Lots of pipelines. I like how it's a fantasy world, but certain areas are just like unreasonably high tech compared to others. Like, what are they? Castle machinery, oil refinement. Well, it's ceruleum, but they're making gasoline. It's so weird. Proceed. I'm a bard. This wretch was with Riol. He threw himself at us that his mistress made to escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down, not even when he started screaming. No loyalty even to her own, the goddamned harpy. Patir. With me, Zion, we almost have her. Okay. Let's do this. Whee! Okay, what am I doing? Duty commenced. I want Real alive. Kill the rest for Eorzea. Woo! Doing the combat thing, yeah! Oh, that is a Deathclaw. But I got AoE! Look at all this AoE, yeah! Reinforcements? Yeah, lots of fools. You cannot stand against the Empire. I mean, we can try. Oh, up a Medicus. Whee! Ah. AoE's cool. Now we just gotta kill this big dude, right? And there's more NPCs. Of course there's more NPCs. Why wouldn't there be more NPCs? There's always more NPCs. AoE! Alright. Oh, that's a big boy. Oh, dotted you up. Oh, dang it. Do. Well, I think it's going well, right? I don't know. There's just so much stuff going on. Nice. What's that? What's this giant black hole of death just chilling there? Gasp. Pant. Bind her and do it tight. Yes, sir. Rope. Rope. Handcuffs. Good work, men. She and her imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. Snort. What would you know of low? You, a spoiled little lordling who has never known anyone. People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it's your God's given right to rule over others. You know naught of our plight, the injustice that we low-born guardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to do to survive, stealing, killing, even whoring myself. It is no fault of mine if fools imagine me a paragon when I joined the Flames. Well, I mean, all of that's just your own damn fault for doing it, ain't it? To hear you tell it, one would think you are the only person ever to have suffered. In case you have forgotten, Raban himself was born into poverty. As was I. See, it's literally just the decisions you make. We lived hand to mouth, with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we had been dealt, and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different then? 'Tis true that we were both mercenaries of lowly birth, and 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life has taught me one thing, it is that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. Oh, that's rich coming from you, you... But enough talk. You return to Ul'dah to face justice, and the people whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Water bottle. Alfino? Not so much as a hint of remorse. Sigh. 'Tis well that this sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Raban chose his. Oh, Alfino, you poor, unlucky bastard. Level 50 weapon cover. Useless. Meanwhile, in the Sultana.
Truly bothersome business.
Hey, Teleji, how you doing?
No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Roban. There is no telling what the brute might do.
Who knows?
Have the Blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace. Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while.
But it doesn't. Not even a little bit.
Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Espionage! Plotting plans within plans, and plans within those plans. Some plans need to fail for others to succeed. Let us cling together. Alfino would ask another favor of you. Okay, Captain Ilbert and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Roban. That shall be the end of it. Your work here is done, my friend. My thanks. But I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Minfilia of what has happened. Yo, I'm so close to Heaven's Ward. All I need to do is deal with Midgard Somer, deal with the Asians, watch an hour-long cutscene. That's it. That's all I need to do. I'm aware that the Antecedent held Rael in high regard. For better or worse, she will want to know how this tale ends. Bye, Alfino. Goodbye, Ilbert. Come on, bird. Thanalan, Mordona. To the Rising Stones. Oi! Ah. Yo, I'm gonna be absolutely livid if Heaven's Ward was actually just a single stream away from me this entire fucking time. I could have Dark Knight, I could have Astro, I could have Machinist right now. Oh my goodness, but nah. Nah, I had to farm all of the Atma. Delaying my progress in the story, who knows how many months. Alright, Minfilia. You're not gonna like this, but this happened. Here's the story.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alfino.
Why the fuck did he send me here then?
To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. I know not what to say.
I've been pronouncing this completely incorrectly the entire time. Oh well, I don't speak French. It is what it is.
Eileen lent us much-needed aid at the time of our Order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat.
Oh yeah, she worked for the Garleans.
When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters.
Yeah.
I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Asians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled.
Okay.
My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with White Auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Asian souls.
Okay.
Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether.
What happens if the Asian soul is more vast than the vastness it can store?
Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
In addition to Auracite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Okay.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
Swine, bacon. I got
Is
bacon
our
broth.
belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
Okay.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Well, why don't we just use 100% pure ether then?
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Hebrea.
Okay, what was this clue?
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a blade of light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy.
Yeah, it was a book.
Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether.
Yeah, but how much ether?
Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Hebrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void.
Okay.
The fact
And?
remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands.
So I am the weapon.
Be
Got
that
it.
as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
But how are we gonna do that?
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Maybe the giant pokes of crystals that just dot the land.
Oh, what if we had two pieces of white auricite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
It doesn't work that long, Ida.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
It would seem more research is in order.
Yeah, a lot more research.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the auricite. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the waking sands.
No, you have cooties.
Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
Nice, Urianger, you're digging yourself a grave. Bye, everybody. Well, almost everybody.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Charlian motherland.
Oh, what did they say?
You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Vow. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least.
That's right, it was just snapped out of existence,
According
right?
to the report, the Isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
Do we ever get why this happened? I don't think we ever do.
Aye. Yet the mystery endeth not with the Isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
Okay.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
Oh my goodness, they got sent to Shadowbringers, didn't they? Oh, they set this up so far in advance.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the Dark Beings call the One True God.
What was his name? Alarak or something?
Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
Okay. Well, that's good, right? Then we actually get the answer that we're looking for. Complete. All right, now what am I doing, Minfilia? Oh, okay, we're back in Ul'dah.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald.
Oh, I wonder who that could be. The Emperor directly?
But this higher
Probably not.
authority could not have been the Emperor.
Ah.
By consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
But why?
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Varus Zos Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
I was kind of right.
Several, in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea.
Ooh.
In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
Seven hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Double agent.
Triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
Triple agent!
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of the jigsaw puzzle toy that I need to do.
By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or monetarist masters.
It just makes the... It keeps Ishgard busy.
Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
Bye, Alfino. Goodbye. When am I gonna deal with the dragon? Did they just remove the dragon? I think they might have just removed the dragon.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Wayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monitorous scum. Your crimes will not go unpunished.
Yeah, you tell him, Raban.
Team, purge this land of your sickness before the eyes of the 12. I swear it.
Yeah. Ah! Yay! Raban's like the coolest leader of the Eorzean Alliance. Oh, meanwhile, Sultana's thinking of stepping down.
I shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace.
Cake.
I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Yes.
Ever since he proposed the Cartiner Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
But money!
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Ul'dah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together.
So TLDR, Ul'dah is going to shit right
Yet
now.
for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
Maybe, possibly, who knows?
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people.
Correct.
For Uldar to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
Nah. She doesn't.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Roban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Uldar.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
I mean, why else would she be saying this?
There is no other way.
I mean, there is a way, but you're not gonna like
When
it.
the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Uldar will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people. Roban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
Sad. Big sad. At least you're trying your best, though, Nanimo. Dreams of ice! Okay, Minfilia would have got good intentions. Minfilia is considering which of her many responsibilities demands her utmost attention. Well, let's find out. I am most eager to address the Ascian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the scions of the Seventh Dawn, some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Oh, what's going on over here? Lest you forget, Antecedent, the scions need not shoulder the burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason? True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Brother, in particular, is ever a steadying hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves. Yeah, sure, why not? To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Uldar? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Bond needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be for the best if I were to remain in Uldar. Unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Moonbreeda's research is proceeding as planned. So she tells me, though I am not familiar with the details. Urian J is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Brother, while we focus on the task, mayhap you could assist Alfino and his braves with theirs. It would do much to restore faith in the immortal flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Sure. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Yeah, sure. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Raoul's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret. That's why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dan riots. When you're finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. Goodbye, Alfino. Alrighty. And with that is the end of the stream. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? Well, yeah, we did a lot more than what I thought we were gonna do. We not only dealt with the Ivy, we also dealt with Shiva at the same time. So, slowly but surely making my way up to Heaven's Ward. Oh yeah! Fantastic, amazing. If you enjoyed your time here, do the viewer things. Follow, share, check out my Twitch panels. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye!